Okay, we're back again, and what we're doing is the Hobo, Sand, and Snowman called Friends. What we're working on right now is we're have to think of this. This portion up here is going underneath here, but this portion is sticking out over the arm. So this little portion has to go underneath. You really have to think about what stands out and what is not standing out. Okay, I've been basically using a knife. I find it a little bit easier. It's up to you if you want to use the gouges. Some people are really use the gouge like they do a knife, and I just find that I like working with a knife more. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this out again right here in this corner. And it shows you how important your stop cuts are when you do this. We're going to cut that out again, just like that. See how clean that is? You can get that really cleaned up nicely. And we're going to go a little deeper here and cut more of this out, just a tad, so we can cut this out a little further. And remember, folks, it's not going to be exactly like it is in the round. A lot of it's an illusion. You can make things look deeper, and I'll explain that in a second here. Okay, now this portion, and since I don't want to lose the Christmas tree, I'm going to just put the lines where the Christmas tree is, so I just know for my own reference where things are, and I don't have to redraw it. Because sometimes it's a little difficult to get it exactly the same again. You know, well, that's pretty simple, but I'll just put a line there. It just makes it much easier. Okay, so what we're going to do is this portion's underneath, so we're going to just cut this out from the top up. I already made the stop cut around for the mitten, and now for the other side. What we're going to do is we're just going to cut that out. Okay, just like that. Okay, we're just going to do it from there over. And then this arm comes underneath, so we'll just go underneath there. Just like so. Okay? Can you see what we're doing here? We've got this portion higher, and then this goes underneath. What we're going to do is we're going to just trim that around. Okay? And then we're going to do the top portion, because that whole body at the top here, we're going to cut that out just like so, and we have the face there, so we're going to just cut both of those out, round that corner off. Relief can be an awful lot of fun. You can really do any relief on any photo that you see. Jean did a great job on the cross, the hand-holding cross. If you haven't seen that, go there and see it. It's an excellent project. It really was a neat, simple project, and that might be a little easier for the beginner than this one would be, because this one has a lot of twists and turns to it. So if you're a beginner and you want to try something just a tad easier than this, go to Jean's cross, hand holding a cross video. It's very, very good. It's one of my favorites that he's done. He's a wonderful teacher, and he really shows you the whole thing on tape. So, but go there and check it out. What we're doing here, the point, I'm going to put the point down to here. I think it comes out like this. Makes it a little more challenging when you have more turns in it. It's really important to get your knife in there and to clean it up really well. Okay. I'm going to just trim all this out. As this portion comes out, we're going to go a little deeper. And really at the points here, folks, you want to be very careful, even cutting too deeply on the first set, because your knife is a little wider. It might just be enough pressure to knock out a corner. So do it in stages. You know, if it's not deep enough the first time, you just go back and you make it deep a second time. Okay, so Don't hesitate to recut it. That's fine. You know, you don't have to do it all in one step. You know, you just take your time and do it a section at a time. You know, like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Carvings aren't usually done in a day unless they're really small. And some carvers enjoy doing a project in one sitting. I try to have a combination of things for Christmas, and like the mouse and the pumpkin and a few other things. So there's some variety. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut underneath that neck. I already put the stop cut around, like so. Okay, we're just going to cut that out. In fact, this side I'm going to cut out a little further. Just like, see? Gotta be careful you don't chip out too much at one time. We're going really against the grain on the end here, and that makes it more difficult. So I'm just going to round that arm a little bit. You know, this project, once you have it in your head how to do it, it's not it shouldn't take all that long if you keep at it. For me, it takes a little longer because we're online here, you know, and I have to kind of take it, only finish it when I'm online so you guys can see how it's done. I'll tell you, the class I've had, which is, we have 2 more classes coming up for our Hobo Santa, has done really well. The guys there have done, and the gals have done a terrific job. There's 4 of us, 5 of us all together, including myself. So it's been a fun class. You know, I believe they're enjoying it, from what I hear, and they're really into it. They've done a great job. This is when the gouge comes in a little handy, when you need to clean up a little area like that. See that? You can just scoop it out a little better, just like so. Now if you use this flat one, you know, you can rip into things a little bit. It's not as nice to use as your little gouge here, so works out a little better. Let me use my knife. That's when the gouges come in handy. Alright folks, so we're getting there. You know, we'll have a few more things here. The face and the hat and all that will take a little bit of time. Alright, we'll be back in a little while. Bye-bye.